today we are going to look into the steps of writing empirical formula. The first step, so this is the question. A compound contains the following percentage composition: 6.7 hydrogen, 40% carbon, and 53.3 carbon % oxygen. Determine the empirical formula. So in the first step, write the percentage composition or mass of different elements or atoms. So you have the atoms or elements here. So atoms here is hydrogen, then carbon and oxygen. So this you will get from where? You are going to get it from the question. Because you are going to get it from the question naleto. Is it atoms or elements? You will get it from the question. So you reflect it. And then in the first step, what you have to do? You have to write down the percentage composition. So what's the percentage composition of hydrogen in the question? It is 6.7. And percentage composition of carbon, it is 40. Then percentage composition of oxygen, it is 53.3. 53.3. So in the second step, what you have to do? First step, you have written the percentage composition, is it? So this is the first step. You have written the percentage composition for different atoms. Now in the second step, what you have to do? You have to divide this percentage composition by the atomic mass. What is this atomic mass? It is the what? Atomic mass means it is the mass number. So in second step, you have to divide this percentage composition. Divide the percentage composition by the mass number of the respective elements or respective atom. Here, what is the percentage composition of hydrogen? It is 6.7. So divided by is what? Mass number. What's the mass number of hydrogen? It is 1. Is it? So 40 divided by mass number of carbon 12. Then here 53.3 divided by mass number of oxygen is 16. So you are getting how many? 6.7. Then you are getting 3.33 and you are getting 3.33. So this value, when you divide the percentage composition by their mass number, you are going to get the what? Relative ratio. So in the third step, what we have to do is we need to calculate what? Simplest ratio. So in order to calculate the simplest ratio, you have to select the smallest relative ratio from here. So what's the smallest number here? Which is the smallest?
3.3.
So it is 3.33. So you are going to select it. And after selecting it, you have to make it common. Yes. So divide each relative ratio. So this is the relative ratio. You have to divide each relative ratio 6.7, then 3.33, then it is also 3.33. You have to divide each relative ratio by the smallest relative ratio. What is the smallest relative ratio here?
3.3.
Okay, it is 3.33. Smallest relative ratio is 3.33. So in the third step, what you have to do is select the smallest relative ratio. And after you select this smallest relative ratio, what you have to do? You have to divide their relative ratio, respective relative ratio, by the smallest relative ratio. Going on. Did you get?
Yes, sir.
Then what you will get? Then you will get the simplest ratio. Okay, if you get simplest ratio 1.4 example, so you do not keep it decimal, right? It approximately it is 1. 1.5 means how many? Approximately it is 2. So you need to round it off here. So in the final step, you have to write down the empirical formula by writing the symbols of the element. So I'm going to write the symbol. What is it? C, one is H, then another one is O. Then after writing the symbol, what you have to write? You have to write down the number of atoms as their subscript. So number of atoms, how many carbon?
1.
So as a subscript, 1. How many hydrogen? 2. And how many oxygen? 1. So this is your empirical formula. But usually we don't represent 1, is it? Yes or no? We don't write. So it is finally it is C H2O. Write it as per the alphabetical order. Tuba.